Hi, I'm Mike the Poolman, and today we are going to clean a Sta-Rite Modular Diatomaceous earth filter. Model number S7MD60. First thing we always want to do when cleaning a filter, make sure the pump is off and it will not turn back on. Pump is off. Now we're going to open up the air bleed on the filter to release the pressure. Now I'm going to open up the drain plug on the back of the filter. I have a special tool, because I do this so often, for taking off these clamps. It can be done by hand, or you can use the tool like I have. I'll wait a second for the water to drain out, and then we'll open it up. Take off the lid, and here we have a dirty filter. This is by far my favorite filter of all time for several reasons. Number one, it filters very well. It filters even better than a cartridge filter, a traditional paper cartridge filter. Number two, this DE filter is very easy to clean. Because the pleats are so far apart, it makes it much easier than a cartridge paper filter. And number three, it takes an absolute beating, and you can essentially go a long time between cleanings, even though I don't recommend it. I like to clean it 2 to 3 times a year. The filter element just lifts right out. So unlike other DE filters in the old days where you have vertical grids or the curved style grids, this one just lifts out. We clean the outside and the inside, and that's it. So we'll take it over here now to clean it. This is a perfect location because we've got all the rocks, and the old diatomaceous earth will just drain into the rocks. See how easy that comes out of there? Makes it really nice. So, the diatomaceous earth acts as the filter media, and that's what actually filters out the dirt that goes through it. You cannot run this filter without diatomaceous earth in it. Some people make the mistake, because it looks like a paper cartridge filter, of running it without the diatomaceous earth, and you will ruin the element. That is the only time I have ever seen this element have to be replaced, and it's been out for 10 years. I believe it came out in 2002. I guess that's 12 years. So you have to make sure and recharge it with diatomaceous earth, and that's what it looks like. The nice thing is, you can see it looks like a brand new filter after we've cleaned it up. So with a paper cartridge filter where the pleats are really close together, it's really hard to get in there, and it takes a lot of time to get it 100% clean. With this one, we've got it 100% clean, and we've been doing it less than 5 minutes. And we're using a lot less water than you would use to clean a paper cartridge filter. This material is like a nylon or polyester material, much more sturdy. It reminds me of the material that your leaf rake or your leaf net that you scoop leaves out of the pool is made out of, like a real strong nylon stitching. All right, that's the outside. Now we'll clean the inside. It's a little more difficult, but it's still worth it. So I spent about the average amount of time it takes to clean this filter, and you can see that it looks brand new. Can you get a shot inside? So the beautiful thing about this filter is that you get all the benefits of a diatomaceous earth filter, but no hassle of the old style filters that I grew up with that were just a pain to clean and put back together and made a huge mess. One piece element makes it very nice. Now we'll put it back together and recharge the filter. This filter only goes in one way. There's a hole, and that hole in the element sits right on it. Very easy. The lid goes on any way we want it to. I always like to put it so we can see the filter gauge very easily. And then we just put the clamps back on. By the way, there is no right side up on these. Either way is okay. Most things on pool equipment, we only want to do hand tight. Not this. This we want to crank down pretty well because it's under pressure. So I'll crank these clamps down pretty tight, about as tight as I can get them. All right, and now the drain plug. This plug is nice in that it has a slot, so it's easiest to tighten with a screwdriver. That screwdriver's too fat though. Oops. So I'll just snug it up with my channel locks. All right. We'll turn on the pump and bleed the air out just like we do on all filters. This is very important. We want to turn the pump on. The filter will be filling with water and bleeding the air out of the top. We want to give the air an easy place to escape. That completes the cleaning process. Now let's go over and recharge the filter with new diatomaceous earth. Now, I use Aqua Pearl, which is a diatomaceous earth alternative. It's made out of wood fibers and can be washed to the gutters, unlike traditional diatomaceous earth. I prefer to use it just so no one hassles me about it, and it's about the same cost, maybe $12 to $15 a bag. And this filter calls for 9 scoops. This is an orange DE scoop, pre-measured for 1 pound, so we'll put 9 of these in. We're going to add it to a bucket of water and make a slurry. If there is one thing about this filter I don't like doing, it's doing this on a windy day. Fortunately, there's not too much wind because this is so light and powdery that you don't want to breathe it. By the way, I forgot to mention, you never want to combine diatomaceous earth products. So if you run out of a bag of this and you don't have all your scoops, just start all over with a new brand. So don't combine different brands of material because it can plug up the filter. Five. I'll add 4 more in a second. Now I just mix it with my hand, and we want to make a slurry out of it, and we want to get the lumps out. If you don't get the lumps out, when you clean the filter next time, you will find dry areas on the filter. I'm going to pour it into the skimmer. It's going to get sucked through the pump, and then it's going to coat the filter, and that's called charging the filter. Now, if you were to go look at the pump right now, you would see the white slurry going through the pump. You don't have to be exact with your scoops, so close enough. I would rather have a little too much than a little too less. That's 8. Unfortunately, my cameraman is downwind. And 9. And if you spill a little extra on the deck like I have, you can just wash it off into the pool, because as it gets sucked up, it'll be captured by the filter. That's it. So we have cleaned and recharged the Sta-Rite System 3 Modular DE filter, S7MD60. Thanks for watching.